everyone, it's Tony from Mr. T's Toys, the place to review and discuss vintage and modern toys and geek out over fandoms from today and yesterday. And today I thought I would bring out my Megatron H.I.S.S tank. This is from Hasbro, the Transformers line, and they've actually did a crossover in 2022. So here's what the box looks like. I've a slipcover anyways for the box. And I picked up two of these guys. One that I could keep, in the Megatron form, and one that I could keep in the H.I.S.S tank form. I am notoriously terrible at transforming, so I thought it's just easier for me to buy two, and I like to display both of them anyways. And this toy came with a Baroness figure. Baroness originally came out in 1985, and she's an intelligence officer for Cobra. Graduated from student radicalism and into international sabotage in the ranks of Cobra. So kind of the brains, one of the brains of the Cobra organization. So I thought it was interesting at the time, like in 2022 when this came out, that they didn't include a H.I.S.S driver. That instead they went with Baroness. I put one of my vintage H.I.S.S drivers in the H.I.S.S tank here. I just like the way that looks. That's what I'm used to. Way back from 1983 when this H.I.S.S tank came out. He's supposed to have a Cobra insignia there. It's worn off though, but this guy's in pretty good shape otherwise, his joints. So anyways, he works well in the H.I.S.S tank here. And one of to be honest, I'm quite partial to the H.I.S.S tank. I like the H.I.S.S tank form. It's well constructed. It's put together nicely when it's transformed. That goes down if you want. You've got the little Decepticon symbol there. All of these aren't decals. They're all etched in, so you don't have to worry about any of that when you open this up. It's all taken care of. All you need to do is figure out how to transform them back and forth. This comes off if you wanted the more traditional look of the H.I.S.S tank. These move individually, but it's heavier. Because it's a transformer, it's got some weight. It feels like quite good quality when it's in its tank form. Now, when you look at the Megatron in the robot mode, it's okay, but I'm not the biggest fan of Megatron turning into tanks. I like the original Megatron that turned into a handgun, and I've got the MP, the Masterpiece version that turns into a handgun, into a pistol, and I like that. That's a good part of my collection. But this one's okay. I think the appeal to these Transformer GI Joe crossovers for me is that, like as a kid growing up in the 80s, you wanted the Transformers to be able to transform into the cool vehicles of the Joes. Like most of us liked both toy lines. I'd have a few Transformers. I had mostly Joes, but the idea of having a GI Joe vehicle that could turn into Megatron or Bumblebee or Soundwave, that was just dreams. You dreamt of something like that. So in 2022, when they launched this option here, fingers crossed that they came out with more, and they since have. So I do have the Bumblebee that turns into a GI Joe vehicle, and I have a Soundwave that turns into a Dreadnought vehicle. So I don't know if that's going to be it for the line, or if they're going to come up with some more figures. I mean, it would be fantastic if Optimus Prime came out and turned into like a troop carrier. I think it would be really cool if the Mobat, the green tank, was someone, Ironhide or something, someone. There's lots of options, and then they all come with the retro O-ring figures, so that is appealing. I wish that we could find GI Joe O-ring figures, O-ring figures, just out in a store, but individually sold. But alas, that's not the case. So for now, I will continue to be buying the Transformer GI Joe crossovers for as long as they make them. Whether or not I buy 2 of each remains to be seen. It just so happens that there were 2 of these that were priced decent enough that I didn't mind buying them. The Bumblebee, I've only got 1. Soundwave, I've only got 1. But I might pick up more as I come across them at toy shows, and even various GameStops might still have some in stock. The odd GameStop that I visit when I go to a new town. So yeah, there you have it. That's my Megatron H.I.S. tanks that I've got here at Mr. T's Toys. Love them, love the figures even more, and definitely vehicle mode is my preferred mode, but you always need at least one Megatron sitting on a shelf somewhere. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe. And if you already are subscribing, thank you so much.